channel, The Bucket List Mom, and today we thought we would make some recipes with you from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. And we just recently did a video where we opened up a bunch of the stuff that we buy from trimhealthymama.com, the products and stuff like that. And so we talked about the Cuffin mix in that video, and so we thought we would do a follow-up video where we actually make the Cuffin mix and we try what this is. Like, we've never had these before. Chocolate flavored. Cuffins are like a muffin mix slash cake mix. You can do whatever you want with it. Cookies, pancakes. So we're gonna make some muffins today because that's what we feel like having. So we're gonna do that, but since that's kind of easy and not very interesting to mix up a bit of a mix, we're also gonna make another recipe with you called Hello Health Sipper. We've tried it a few times. We like it. It's really unique. It's got like peppers in it and some different things, and I can get these guys to drink it. Let's see if I can do that. So we're gonna make that with you today. All right, you guys, we got out a bunch of our ingredients so that we could make this with you and have it ready. And then this is what we're making right here. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. And so it has apricot extract in there, but we could not find that at the store. And so they were just out, I guess. So we're putting in orange extract. That's what it said you could sub for it. So we've got our orange extract right here. Are you excited to eat some of this? Okay, so this is like our breakfast. This is what, how awesome this plan is and what you can have on this kind of meal planning. This is our breakfast. Yeah. So we're going to show you today like what we can have, and all the kids can eat it, and it's all healthy food. And so I'm really excited to show you like all the food I actually get to eat and lose weight on this plan. All right, so this sipper is a little bit more labor intensive, I think, than some of the other sippers. So it's going to take a little bit to kind of get this going and figure out what we're doing, but then I think it'll be worth it in the end. All right, so it gives us here some different recipes. So we are going to make muffins using the cake mix thing here, and I'm going to set it to 350. Lisa, do you want a job? Yeah. Okay, so why don't you get the muffin things, and you can come over here. I'll get you a job. You can come over here, and you can go ahead and line our muffin tray. Fill that up with all the liners. Can you do that? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
So the recipe for the Cuffins is really easy. All it is like eggs, coconut oil, and water.
Okay, so we got 5 eggs here. So do you want to crack them? Practice cracking them into the bowl?
Yes.
And then you use the mix. I think it's like 1.5 cups of the mix. So I'm going to measure that out. This mix is already like sweetened. You can also use butter for this. Okay, so we got our mix all in there. So we're going to do our 5 tablespoons of coconut oil, and then we're going to do our 1/2 cup of water.
It smells so good. Mommy, I did all the muffins.
Good job. So far, I'm really liking how easy this is. This is really nice. Okay, so we have all of our cups here, and we're gonna make our sipper now while we wait our 30 minutes.
My cup.
This is your cup, I know.
It's my little cup.
It's your little cup. Okay, so we're gonna make this sipper now. It's gonna be a little bit different, a little bit more complicated because we're making like 3 servings, 3.5 servings. I usually have to triple everything. So basically we're going to start with the gelatin here. If you don't have gelatin at home, this is really easy to buy even on like Amazon and stuff, so you don't even have to go to the store to get this. But gelatin, there's like kind of a trick to using it because it is meant to kind of like gelify up really good, and so there's very specific ways on how to do it. So I'm gonna hopefully cross my fingers that I do a good job. Sometimes I'm really good at it, and sometimes I'm not so much. I also wanted to mention we're gonna put in this powder. I have no idea how to pronounce it, bawa or something like that. Powder. If you don't have this, it's for the vitamin C content. So if you have powder vitamin C at home or something like that, you can use that. But you don't have to buy their brand either. You can find it on Amazon or wherever. And then also we have their internal collagen. You can find this anywhere as well. It doesn't have to be this brand. And so I like this though. I do a lot of internal collagen because I want healthy digestion, basically is what I'm doing it for. Hi. Are you cute?
Are you excited?
Yes.
Aisley is happy to be helping me cook today. All right, so let's start here. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of it for 1 serving. So I'm gonna triple that, and then we're just gonna give Aisley, I guess, like the leftovers. Okay, so the next step is to do 3 tablespoons of cool water first, since we are tripling it. And normally you would just do 1 tablespoon.
really
That's
quick.
decent. We don't have any like big chunks or anything that jellified up, so that's good. So that's it. That's what it looks like. So now we're gonna add a tablespoon of really hot water. So we're gonna add 3 of them since we're tripling it. Let's see. See, that works really good. All right, it's piping hot. All right, AC, you want to stir this time? I'm really pleased. You can't even tell that the gelatin's in there. So that's really fabulous. It's gonna be good and it's gonna be easy to drink. Okay, so the next step is to, when you would do the normal recipe, to fill it up to 1 cup of just cool water. So we're gonna have to somehow make sure this is 3 cups and then all of it's gonna go into the blender. Okay, so we got 2 cups here, so we're gonna pour that in, then we'll get 1 more additional cup. Okay, so what I did was I added 6 cups of water is actually in here. So you were supposed to fill up your measuring cup. For 1 additional cup, you would put it in there and then you would add 1 more full cup of water if you were just making 1. So I tripled it, of course, so now I have 6 full cups in here. And then we're gonna blend it just really quick. It says for a couple of seconds. Okay, well that's what it's supposed to look like. So the next step is that we're gonna just put all the ingredients into the blender and then blend it up. Okay, it calls for 2 tablespoons of this powder, so we're gonna end up with 6 total for us today. Okay, next it calls for 4 to 6 pinches of salt. Okay, now calls for 1 teaspoon of MCT oil or coconut oil. We don't have any MCT oil here. Okay, then it says for 1 to 2 teaspoons of this. So I guess we'll probably put in like 4 or 5 teaspoons for ours. I don't know that I want to do all 6 just because we have gelatin in it also. So we don't necessarily need, all this is gonna have to get dissolved. So
Yeah.
we don't want too much like sediment in our sipper.
We don't want to get thick.
Then we have sunflower lecithin, and so I'm gonna put that in. It calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't have an 1/8 teaspoon here, and I'm not gonna do an 1/8 teaspoon 3 times, so I'm just gonna put in 1/4 of a teaspoon and call it a day. What's nice about the sippers is like you can't ruin them, so it's a really forgiving and easy recipe. Okay, next we have our stevia. I keep it in this kind of container. It's just a powdered stevia powder. It calls for, I think, 2 to 3 donks. They call this little thing a donk. I think it's 1/32 of a teaspoon. So we're gonna put in, I guess, about 9 donks.
That's a lot.
Okay, then it calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of your extract, and since I don't have an 1/8 teaspoon, I'm not even gonna measure. I'm just gonna loop a little bit in there to what I feel like, and it's gonna be good enough. And that's how I cook, so. You can also put a chunk of a red jalapeno in there, it said, if you like heat, but we don't. In this family, we don't like any spice. I don't at all, and these guys probably don't either. So.
I like spicy,
Okay,
but
she likes some spicy.
they don't.
But they're not gonna like spicy, so we're skipping the red jalapeno part, but you could do that if you want to. Okay, then it calls for juice of 1/2 of a lemon, but I just have lemon juice here. I'm too lazy to look up how much juice of 1/2 of a lemon truly is, and so I'm just gonna put some of this in there too until I feel like I added what I want to add for
It come to a big
how much in there. I don't want it super lemony, but I do want a little bit of lemon, so. Okay, so our last ingredient is little mini peppers. It says you can put 2 in, so we're gonna put in 6 little mini peppers. I'm gonna cut the tops off. I wouldn't blend that up, I don't wanna eat that, so.
Hot
We're just gonna keep these in there, cut this off, and then they can all go in the whole thing, so that's cool. Okay, in they go. Boom, that is our last ingredient. That looks so interesting. There's a lot of powders. It looks interesting, that's for sure.
There's no chocolate. One pack.
There they are.
They look amazing.
They really do.
The top looks like cookie doll.
Okay, so we have this ready here to blend, and you can see it takes a little while to do because this is real time. We've been making this, and it's been 30 minutes of our thing in there, and we haven't stopped making this. So I think if you were doing 1 serving, and if you weren't filming it, obviously it probably shouldn't take you 30 minutes. It should go faster, but the whole process, getting everything out, putting it all away, it is kind of labor intensive. It's gonna be loud. It's getting colorful.
It's so weird looking.
Okay, our next step is that we're filling our cups up with ice, because that's like a classic sipper thing. You've got to have ice all the way to the top of your thing. We love to do it in mason jars, so you could use any kind of cup, but we really like to do it how they do it. We got these awesome stainless steel straws that we like to use, and so I really, really love those straws.
You want to use wide mouth mason jars.
That's true. If you use the regular size ones, like it's a pain in the butt to clean. Okay, that's what it looks like.
It looks like a mango cherry peach smoothie.
Yeah. All right, and we pour all the way to the top. I hope we have enough.
Oh yeah.
of it. Ooh, yum yum. There it is. That looks good. If you are making one serving and you pour it up, but it doesn't make it all the way, then you can add water and you can make it all the way to the top. Okay, so this is how much tripling the recipe made. We haven't added any water or anything yet, and so that's how much we ended up with. You're doing your ice? Good job. Okay, we're gonna get the little girl sipping it for the first time. You guys have had this a while ago, but no? Lisa doesn't like it? Aisley loves it.
Yeah.
That's super fun. What's wrong with it, Lace?
I don't know. The peppers are spicy for her.
You think so? They're not spicy peppers, though.
They're sweet peppers.
They're just miniature bell peppers.
I like them.
I don't know.
You gotta get used to it a little bit.
Sweet.
Don't show your kids this drink has peppers though.
That's true. In Trim Healthy Mama, we hide a lot of our yummy veggies so that you don't know that you're having them. So here's Dahlia's.
Let's try it.
Okay, let's take a drink. You
it's
like
good.
it?
It tastes very orangey.
Citrusy? Okay.
It's very fruity, like lemon and
Yum.
orange juice mixed together.
Okay, so here's mine. I put a teeny tiny bit of water in the top just because I want more of it. So here we go. It's interesting because I can definitely taste the peppers. And so it's definitely like a drink.
It's very sweet.
It's really sweet. You might have to like get used to having the peppers into it because it's like orange mixed with peppers. But I could see like my body actually kind of like craving this and asking for it. Yeah, like it's really refreshing. Yeah, this is really good. I especially like what's in it, you know, because now I know like what I'm having and like what ingredients I'm having, and I know I'm building my health. So that's really exciting. The point of sippers on Trim Healthy Mama is that whenever you're just like wanting to snack, you know, or you're hungry but you don't really need to eat again, or you're trying to separate your fats and your carbs and it's not really like time to switch to a different meal yet, you have a sipper in between there, and it helps keep you on track, it helps keep you on plan and feel like satiated. So it's definitely a fun, yummy, citrusy kind of tropical drink, and I think ours turned out pretty similar to it, didn't it? That looks pretty good. That's what it looks like. Okay, now it is time to break into the muffins. We're gonna try these, and we can also put butter on these because this is not counting as a carb. With this mix, it's actually counting because we put in full eggs and not just egg whites, and we're gonna put butter on the top, and we also put in some oil. It's counting as a fat meal, and that's why we buy this mix, because it's not counting as a carb. So we can have our muffins, but we can have them with butter, which is my fave. So I love the butter.
Some whipped cream on them.
You're gonna put some whipped cream on them. Okay. All right, you guys, this is my breakfast. So this would be something called an S meal, a satisfying meal. It's all the fats. And so I've got my bacon, I've got some berries, which are actually like a neutral, and I can have that with the fats, but it doesn't count as either a fat or a carb. This is going to be part of my fat meal. And then this is whipped cream, but it's just like the sugar-free whipped cream. And so I can have some of that within reason. And then I got my sipper there, and I got some good water, and that is my whole meal for breakfast. It looks pretty amazing, doesn't it? It's really, really good. I'm really liking this plan because not only is it yummy food, but it's like I can stay full. I don't always have such a big meal like that for breakfast, and since I'm having that, I'm probably gonna have a little bit lighter of a lunch, or maybe just like a little bit of a snack later and then dinner at night. So I don't do that every day, but definitely when I'm feeling hungry and I wake up feeling a little hungrier than normal, like I can have as much food as I need to have, and then I can feel full. So I'm really liking this plan. That's like all delicious food. It's really, really good. And so now we're gonna try our muffins and see how we like this muffin mix. Okay, we're trying our muffins. What do you guys think? Taking bites. Is this a good mix or not? Is it yummy?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I love that because there's no refined sugar in this. There's no dairy really, unless you put butter on top. There's eggs, but the eggs are good for you. And this is all healthy food that I feel good about feeding you guys. We probably should have sprayed the little cupcake liners a little bit because mine stuck to it, but okay, let's see.
It tastes kind of like a dark chocolate brownie.
It's good. It's interesting. It's good. It tastes a lot like a muffin. So like if you're really, really dying for something that feels and tastes a lot like a muffin, that's really good. I feel like our chocolate zucchini cake is better.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a little bit better. We should make muffins with a chocolate zucchini cake. We could do that. So maybe that's our next recipe. We'll have to show you guys our secret weapon chocolate cake. That is amazing. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna get going for today. I thank you so much for joining me and watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope that you're doing this along with me and we're gonna lose weight together and we're gonna do this. And I hope you will try this super. If you do, let me know in the comments whether or not you liked it. If you like videos like this, I can keep doing recipe videos. Let me know what you wanna see. I really, really appreciate you watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps. And also subscribe because it really helps my channel grow. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Start to sail along these ocean waves. Nobody knows how to find us. It's turning out to be a perfect day. I just wanna leave our normal lives behind us. So let's get lost out here.